Episode, man. Here we are.
Yeah.
Rise and Convo, man.
Yes.
Episode 126, 2022. See, I get better and better. Each week saying that year.
22. That's right.
What's up, Quinn? What's good? What's goody with you? What's goody with you?
Man, well, look, bro. Like, first off, shout out to the homie. I gotta represent real quick. My partner's up in VA. Blessed me with a loud pack shirt. The nose knows. I had to rock some of the homies apparel. You know what I'm saying? Um, that VA Cali Connect. You heard,
Yep. Yep. I
but
see.
everything's lovely on my end.
Hey,
Everything's lovely
that's
on
what I'm
my end,
talking.
man.
Same thing here, man. Um, yeah, just been steady trucking, steady moving and grooving. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But here you are, and here we are. Another episode, y'all. So you know how this go over here. And if you don't, this is what we do, man. We want to set the tone,
Right.
right? So the way we're gonna set the tone is go ahead and get you a beverage of your choosing,
Please.
right? Then you're gonna find a place where you're comfortable, couch, bed, wherever, chair, game chair, whatever it is, and you're gonna kick your feet up. But along with that, we need you to get a pair of these headphones, right?
Please.
Because we want you to vibe with us.
Please
Want you
get
to
your
be
headphones.
here with us on this roller coaster here. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tonight, the subject at hand. There it is.
Oh,
So we're opening the phone
what's
lines
up?
tonight,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Opening the
tonight.
phone lines. All right, let me do that.
And we
Boom, boom.
see you stay smashing. What's up? Let's vibe, baby. Yeah.
Theme.
Let's
Like
vibe.
chat overlay. There we go. There we go. Uh huh.
Right. Hey, shout out to everyone who's tuning in as of right now on Instagram. No, not on Instagram. Ha, scratch that. On Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. We are multi-streaming. We are all the way live, you heard. And we're very much excited to talk about our little stories tonight. Um, right now, I'm working the chat. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me pause. Who's here? Who's this guy? What's up?
Sequel in the building.
In the building. You gotta shake the head with it.
Sorry, I had to log off real quick. I had a little bit of technical difficulty, but I'm back in here though.
Nah, champ, you just in time. You just in time.
That's what's
You
up. That's
heard?
what's up.
I'm sending this podcast to a couple of people on Facebook. I'm trying this space because we're gonna be talking some good stories tonight. I need some witnesses. I need
Yep.
some people that was here that can attest to some of these trials and these tribulations. You heard. Let
Yep.
me see, man. Yeah,
Let's give everybody a chance to get on in here. Let's get this right.
right.
Mm,
Sending. I'm sending. Michael Artist, he's online. Let's go. Few people, man. A few people we trying to get up in here, man.
yeah, no.
My boy,
Any
look, I just was talking about some of the homies, right?
yeah.
And looks like some of my throwback partners is online on the
All
So
right. Hey, if you
yeah, we
online, if y'all just watching this jibber jabber, man, doggone, get live in the chat, man. Let us know you here.
let
Let
us
us know
know.
where you here. Let us know where you from. All that there, man.
It ain't where you from, it's where you at.
Ha ha ha.
It's where you at. Now,
Ha ha ha.
with that being said, your boy's New Orleans born, San Diego, I was out there, but I'm up live in LA right now. So that's where your boy's at. And it's wonderful here. You know what I mean? The weather is fine. Feel free to be jealous. It's amazing.
Speaking of weather for all those just tuning in, it's your boy Sequel in the building. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about? But I'm out here in
Yeah, yeah,
Cleveland,
yeah.
Ohio right now, and unfortunately, forecast is reading.
That boy say 7
Mm,
degrees. Seven supposed to be a lucky number, boy.
It's 7 degrees in Cleveland, Ohio, and the whole state of Ohio right now. 7 degrees. So
Well,
I'm not leaving where I'm at right now. I'm not
the
going nowhere.
weather outside is frightful.
Very much so.
You heard?
Very much so.
Yeah, man.
So anybody else that's not getting no 7 degree weather, be grateful for where you at. Trust
Yeah,
me, because
for
this the
real, for
kind of
real.
because this the kind of cold that hurts.
for real.
I couldn't do it. I
I'm
couldn't
I'm
do it.
amazed. I'm
Sure,
amazed.
you
I'm doing
could.
it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. No, 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 no. The way my allergies work, right?
Look, you say the way my
It
bank
don't like
account's
the
set up.
cold at
Yeah,
all. They don't like
That's
the cold at all. You hear me?
straight
at
up.
all.
Nah, man. So
Not at
look,
all. At
I'm doing a little trickety trick right now. I'm on my little Facebook joint. I'm trying to invite everybody I mess with that's live. I think they would appreciate some of this good conversation.
yes.
If it's late night, hey, you're trying to talk that talk, walk that walk, tune in. Make sure you jump in that
Come
chitty
on.
chat. You heard, so you can see where it's at. Vibes and Convo every Wednesday. You
Yeah,
Uh,
heard?
uh,
holla back at your boy.
Mm,
Holla
you
back
know
at your
it.
boy.
right, man.
You know it. Hey, man. Tonight is stories. Story night. So anybody that's been following Vibes and Combo, man, this is this.
All right,
Yep.
This journey right here, shall I say, of the
right.
stories, and we've had some interesting episodes.
We
we've
have.
heard some interesting stories on here,
Yeah,
and
buddy.
we want to keep that going, man. We really want to keep that going. So feel free, man. Call in 619-363-2330 and
Let me
share a
see.
story.
That number at the bottom, I see it. It's right there at the bottom. If y'all can see the number, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's
Don't be a
go.
stranger.
Uh huh.
Let's go.
Go ahead and
All
call
right.
We
that
see
number.
y'all.
363 two
Call
three
in.
three zero. Everybody got cell phones, so I'm gonna be hearing about no my minutes. Doggone, this long distance. I
Right.
can't call. I don't want to hear
Right,
that. That's not even a
Right.
factor
Right.
anymore.
right.
Right.
Uh,
We're doing
So
this.
so
We're
call
doing
in.
this,
on
Let's
all
get
my
family.
it in.
settings, my Facebook watchers.
Right.
Yep.
Make sure your Facebook privacy is on public. You like all I'm dropping all syllables, all of the
Yep.
syllables. Make sure it's public.
So you can get
Okay.
something to eat.
You
Public.
know, look. Oh, we just want people up in here to talk that talk with us, man.
Exactly.
Um, but yeah, tonight is our stories night. If we can do a little quick recap. If we can do a little quick recap for the folks that might not know. Last week we did a really good interview um with a fantastic female singer, songwriter, vocalist. What she call it? She said her next project is she a phoenix. You hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Firebird. You did.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so
Belladonna, y'all.
thank you.
Belladonna was completely dope from the NO.
Right, and she from the
On top of
city,
Uh,
that,
and she from the
uh,
city.
yeah, yeah, buddy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man,
that
it
was
was real cool.
real fun interview. Real fun interview.
Real
Got to learn a
cool.
lot about her.
Yeah,
yeah.
we was vibing, man. We was vibing over here.
Yep.
If you haven't seen if you haven't seen that episode, feel free to head over to YouTube, Facebook.
Please.
Hmm.
The playback is there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
And
don't
feel
forget
free to
to share,
comment.
subscribe, comment. Yes, sir.
Feel free to comment in the chat and let us know if y'all want us to do a part two to that interview. If you
Yeah.
watch the interview, you'll definitely be able to tell we definitely had a vibe going that we didn't want to cut short, but due to time constrictions, kind of had to. So y'all let us
Yeah,
know in
Yeah.
the comments below whether y'all want us to do a part two of that interview, doggone. I'm sure she'll be happy to happy to come back and do it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So wait, y'all got any stories y'all want to share? We can jump it off.
And we can
We can
start it
jump it
off.
off, and maybe we can motivate some of the watchers,
Most definitely.
to
Story
vibe with
time.
us.
And
Uh
it's story time with Kurt.
We-
Uncle Kurt.
oh yeah, we're gonna
huh.
turn
Look,
up. So
he assisted all the way.
but
Yeah.
look, what's up,
There
my
he
family?
is. Hey cousin, look at
So
him.
yes,
Yeah,
that's my people. That's Petey. That's my cousin. My cousin Wizard. I look, for a lot of people might not know, you know what I mean? I am a man of many homes, but I'm originally from New Orleans. Anytime my family from home tap in and see what I'm doing, thank you. I appreciate it. I love you. Hey, it's good to
That's
see
what's
you. It's good to
so.
see you. Make sure you call in so you can chop it up with us on live.
Yeah,
I promise
vibe.
you, we will not bite. It is all right. So, story time with cousin Quinn. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that good stuff. So,
Mhm.
I will give you guys a quick warning. Most of my stories are throwback ratchet from lives past. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Absolutely.
god, it's
So
all good though.
we was talking about some New Orleans stuff, but I don't want to do that because I got some of my people in there. So we'll talk about some VA stuff because I've been around the world and yeah.
Hey, just don't
Mhm.
self-incriminate yourself. You'll be okay.
Oh nah, statute of limitations. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, then let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Let
Yeah.
it go.
Yep. Let it go then.
Oh Lord.
So back in 2003, I'll give a throwback story.
Okay.
2003, 2004, something like that. I was living in I first moved from New Orleans and I was living in Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to all my stick men, all my people out on in Norfolk. I know a
Hmm.
lot of people in Norfolk think that's the South, but in New Orleans we
Not
felt like I
allergic
was
to
going to
that.
the East Coast. It was crazy.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
I used to I got this crew of fellas that I used to do like some of the fraternity stuff with. Shout out to my bros. Rah. You heard? And we was getting ready. We was getting ready for like we had this big step show that we was going to do. You know, we've been rehearsing and all that junior Q
Mhm.
dog stuff that we was
Yep.
into at the time. And
Which, mind you, let me sidebar real quick. Mind you,
please,
that was very big. That is and
Mm.
still is very big in that particular area in Virginia.
heck yeah,
In the seven cities, like among high schoolers, all these little junior fraternities,
yeah,
sororities, step shows ain't no joke down there, bro.
heck yeah. Shout out
So,
my OG, Mr. Christian. He was like our Q dog liaison, if you will. We was connected to a Norfolk State's Pi Gamma chapter, L Sci Phi of Omega Sci Phi.
yep,
Excuse me.
yep.
But we was ready for this step show that we was going to do in River, little city outside of Norfolk. So, but we decided to throw this big old party in the projects in this area called Tidewater Park.
The
You
infamous
know,
Tidewater Park.
about I think the video grinding by the clips was shot
Yeah, it was
in
shot there.
Mm.
Tidewater Park.
It
You
was
heard
shot there.
when they
Yep,
was grinding, we was up in there. So at the
yep.
YMCA, they had the stage, had this big old space. You heard? And my boy Vern P, my boy Vernon, and my boy DJ Unexpected, aka my guy Ken, he was going to be up here DJing, and we, had my big bro Avery, aka Averex, my bros was doing security. We had a whole thing set up, and um, we going into the. So I bring my little girlfriend from out of Poplar Halls. We sliding into the. Yeah. I got all. I'm about to say names, son. We in here.
You talking about Norfolk for real? I used to be stationed out there, so I know everything you talking about. Go ahead
Mm.
Yeah,
though.
I was right off of Military Circle Highway in Poplar Halls. I was out
my
there.
first my first apartment was off of man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on. Yeah, I live behind the Great Steak. Anyway.
I know where
Uh,
I
just to
know where
just to
that
add a
is.
little validity to my
Y'all
situation.
y'all have
So we
moment.
decide to go out there. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We spot to the YMCA in Tidewater Park. I I bring I'm like young and dumb. I got my girl with me. We going in. I'm like, this is us. We throwing this thing. It was a bunch of heads in there. Um, and I go in this spot and holding my girl hand, and I run into my boy Music, my boy Loud Pack, my boy Brandon up in
Okay.
VA.
All right.
Shout,
Mm.
shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother. He comes up to me like right when I go into the Y. He like, bro, Trey's fighting, right?
Yeah.
Sean Trey, that's my brother from another mother. That's my family. Trey's our hop dog. He was the one that would come in each line and do and start off the steps and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's my dog. So I guess Trey had a situation where somebody was, spilled some liquor or spilled something on his girl or something crazy, but I guess we felt like dudes was trying to jump on Trey. So I must have let my girl hand go. Boom! I ran to the middle of the crowd. A bunch of Tidewater Park niggas. It was crazy. I ran to the middle of the crowd, jumped off a dude's shoulders, and Superman punched the nearest. It's
Oh
terrible.
man,
It's terrible.
why
Yo.
running doing
What's that?
terrible?
Yeah,
I said,
bro.
why? Right when you said that, I picture you doing that. That's crazy.
It was go time. And this is,
Well,
and again,
Kurt
this.
got the forearms on. He got the meat hook. So
Look,
you
look,
reckon?
look, look, look. The young man was out here when I was young and spry back in my younger days. I ain't
Yeah.
smoking nothing. This is who's that? That's
Oh, he
Timbo.
talking about me. He talking about me, man.
Say,
Smoking on that la la la.
what you out here? What you out here?
Yeah,
So
that loud pack.
so boom, I slide in the crowd. All I know is that when I hit the ground, I'm back to back with my boy Music.
Oh, okay.
We back to back.
All right.
You heard?
Yeah.
Whole bunch of stuff was going on, a whole bunch of commotion. All I know is that out the peripheral of my eyes, I see my boy Travel, Lambo, Navajo, Slavo. Yeah, all that. My boy Travel get all them nicknames.
How many names he got?
Travel, Lambo, Navajo, Slap. Hey, Travel was wilding. I see Travel slide. Travel runs by me, shoo, right? And he must have socked he punched somebody into oblivion, nigga.
Dude said oblivion.
He hit somebody so hard. I swear to God.
Are you sure he wasn't from the Bay with all them names? You sure he wasn't from the Bay?
I might have gave him all them names, believe you me, but Travis was my boy Travis that was our homie. Travis must have slid a dude. Some chick picked up a broom and cracked my man Molly Mall over the back. You know what I mean? You know some hood stuff because I felt like my VA homies had the best nicknames.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My big bro Molly Mall. Travel Lambo. But bow, they scrapping.
No, Travel Lambo had many names.
Yeah, Travel my G. And big old commotion, man. The lights went off in there. All of a sudden, the crowd's going this way, crowd's going that way. Everybody fighting. Somebody was in a wheelchair. I think my boy Avery might have slipped on some colostomy bag goo.
Girl.
Yeah, dog. It was terrible. It was terrible. And the whole time, look. So I'm gonna fast forward through all the nitty stuff because I want to get my story out. I just thought it was a good story because I was there. The lights went out. Everybody's fighting. Boom, the lights went on. Then they pushing everybody out of the Y. You see my boy, you see my boy Vern Peasy. He's standing on the stage. Him and Ken, they on the stage. Because Ken's DJ and Vern's supposed to be hosting.
Yeah.
Ken and Vern, they hot. I'm like, yo, where y'all was at? There's like the lights went off. We ain't see nothing. We couldn't even jump in. They was mad that they couldn't get no links in.
Terrible.
The funniest thing ever. I go back. Long story short, I go back to where I live at. Nobody knew I lived in like the little nice little halls area. Like where I lived was a cooler area. I ain't live in the PJs out there.
Yeah.
I go back home.
You didn't live nowhere. You ain't lived nowhere by Little Creek.
No,
nothing like that. You were the other way. You were closer to the college. You were closer to NSU stuff.
I wasn't. So everything else was actually close. MacArthur Mall, Tidewater and all that was over there. I was closer by Military Circle Mall. That's why I lived.
Okay, yeah. You were good.
I was out of the way.
Yeah, you were out of the way.
But I go back to the hood. My boy Pooler. Shout out to my guy. This is all homies. I hope they see this. My boy Pooler and my boy Aaron goddamn Jackson.
Yep.
Aaron comes up. He like, why, what, why my boy Noya? They call me Noya. They're like,
Yeah.
why my boy Noya was out here? My boy Noya was out here knocking.
Knocking
And
on the windows.
and look, so I say all that to say this is the beginning of this is a part of the legend of Kurt Quinn, the VA side of Kurt Quinn.
Yeah.
I've been a few places, New Orleans. I got the most terrible stories in New Orleans. I won't tell you all them because they're kind
Uh-uh.
of close to
Yeah,
my
yeah, I
heart.
feel you.
But
I feel you.
my VA stuff was funny because ain't nobody really got hurt. This was young, youthful, wilding out type stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And just to add
that's
some
Kurt's
validity,
corner. You heard?
and
Wow.
to add some validity to what my brother was saying about doggone VA, especially Norfolk.
Yeah.
Doggone, there's some beautiful spots, like some really, really beautiful
Heck
spots
yeah.
in Norfolk, but you never fall from the hood. You would
Never.
never fall from a project. You never fall from danger. I mean, you literally could breathe. You literally could be like driving in any direction,
Hmm.
5 minutes in any direction, and see some shit you ain't supposed to be seeing.
You know
golly.
what?
And
I
that's
love
Norfolk.
Norfolk
And
too.
Norfolk is small. Norfolk is a dope place to
Yeah.
stay, but it's small. But it's
Right.
surrounded by a bunch of different other cities also.
I love you too, cuz. Have a good night. And jump
Y'all
in my chat and send me because we need to talk anyway, on some family stuff. Love you.
Yep,
Thank you for tuning in.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Kurt, you could tell them, man. Portsmouth,
Oh yeah.
Bad News,
Who's
Virginia.
you
Yep,
did? Hampton.
doggone that.
I was in Hampton
Hampton.
too for a little bit.
Yep,
You
Shout out to
said
yep.
all
everybody.
these are hood?
This is
All
all
these are
cities.
no, all these are actual cities we're talking about.
Suffolk.
But they're all clumped together.
Yeah.
They're all
Mm,
clumped together.
Virginia Beach is the one everybody know because Timberland and Pharrell and all of them is
Mhm.
from Virginia Beach.
Yeah, but
But
Norfolk is nowhere from Virginia Beach.
yeah, it's all the same area. Norfolk, Virginia
Mhm.
Beach, Portsmouth, News.
Yeah, the only thing separating them is like either a bridge or a tunnel. That's the only
Yeah,
thing separating them.
I hated that tunnel. I hated the tunnel in Norfolk in Virginia.
Ooh, especially when there's traffic. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mm.
yeah,
different.
it's a
Tightness.
long tunnel too.
Yeah, but that's
Man,
it. That's what I got. I know you got some crazy. I know you served and everything like that, and you've seen a little bit of the world. Can you tell us some of that? Some of that Timbo slice of life.
Mm, to be honest with you, man,
You see
it's
what I
so
did there?
much. Yeah, I see what you did. I loved it though. It's cool.
listen is
To
cold.
be honest with you, there's so much stuff I cannot talk about.
Oh, he don't want to tell us about the aliens. I'm sorry,
It's
I'm
a
just
lot.
playing.
Like,
Tell me,
nah,
don't
it's
want
a
to tell us
lot.
about
It's
the
separated on
aliens.
Vibes and Convo.
It's a lot of stuff I can't talk about. Statute of limitation when
Aliens.
it comes to the military.
Jeez.
But I
Right.
will share with you guys my experience. My first experience is not only going overseas but actually going to Puerto Rico.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, my very first time going to Puerto Rico. It's a base that no longer exists anymore called Roosevelt Roads in
Okay.
right outside
Okay.
of not too far from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And this
San
particular
Juan.
weekend that we pulled in, we actually so happened to pull in on the weekend that they had the Bacardi Festival. You know Bacardi, Limon to
Yeah.
drink the liquor, the actual plant where where they make the shit.
Right.
They have a festival there, and it lasts the entire weekend. That was my first time like seeing something like more extravagant and bigger than Mardi Gras. That was my
I hear the
first time
music in my
seeing
head
anything like
right
that.
now.
Oh my god! I that was
Mardi
the
Gras
first.
music.
No, it was. They played a little bit of everything there. It was live music the entire time, concessions the entire time. Matter of fact, walking up to the facility, you can already smell the liquor. It's that strong in the air.
Oh.
You can smell it.
Yeah.
And as you get in, as you go through the main gate, you hook a right,
Hmm.
you walk down a little ways, then you hook a left, and it's like this huge opening, almost like a field, smack dab in the middle of the plant.
All right. All right.
Now, I tell you, man, I've had liquor. I had versions of Bacardi. They don't sell in the states. They
Mm.
still don't sell in the states.
At the Bacardi
And I've
party.
yeah, and I've never seen it again since. Man, I was so lit. I was so lit, and it was last the entire
Oh,
weekend, nonstop.
here we go.
It was like a mini carnival. It lasted like the entire weekend.
Oh,
The whole by 2, 3 in the morning, our first night there, you see people laid out on the ground,
oh,
like they're not used to that kind of a party, but they don't want to leave either, so they just laid out on the ground, camped out in the dirt.
That's crazy.
Some
like
people getting
that.
stepped on. Yeah, man. You got all these doggone big ends that's supposed to be for trash that people have been puking in all night.
Oh,
Doggone just
so
but still drinking, still eating
Bacardi
and drinking.
and buckets of puke.
Dog,
That's a
dog.
party, baby.
But what's crazy about it, it was so lit though the entire doggone time. Us being visitors, we were smart enough to go back to the ship, recoup. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
we ain't finna, we not finna,
Smart.
we ain't got nothing to prove to y'all.
All right, so what was what did you serve him? Were you Army, Navy? What was your
I was Navy.
okay? Wow, got
Navy.
thus the Norfolk stuff. Now I will say this:
Hmm.
nobody parties like Negroes in the Navy. Boy, I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
I got some stories about partying with Navy cats
Let it go.
because you know I used to
Because I
live in
could definitely
Hawaii.
confirm. I could definitely
I
confirm.
I used to live in Hawaii. You dig? I used to
Before you
live.
go to that, I
Go
got a
ahead, go ahead.
story.
Oh,
Before
he
you get
got
to that
one.
one,
Look, I'm
say that.
hyped.
We gonna keep that one in the clip.
I
Go
got
ahead.
one. Let's go.
So,
Let's go.
which one I want to tell?
Uh-oh,
Mm,
he's rolling his eyes. He's
he
looking in the
say,
sky. So it's gonna be a
mm,
doozy.
right. He said, which
You
Um,
one?
know, when he gets looking in the sky, when he gets looking up there, something about to come down.
Right.
hey, which one? Yeah.
And for all you people that's watching, man, feel free to call in once again, man. The number's right there. Biggest day. Feel free to
Big ass
call in.
day.
Yeah. Okay. So this one was like back in the day. All right.
Okay.
So I think last time we did
Whoa,
this.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Back of the day?
Back of the
Back of
back.
the back of
I
the
mean,
back of
not
the
that
day.
far back, not that far back, but
You
some
gotta be
time.
specific now, because
At
when
least
people
ten,
think back
at
in the
least 10
day,
plus years.
people consider
He
last
said
year back
At
in the
least
day.
10 years.
he said a
At
Oh,
least
okay.
10
dime.
years.
A whole dime. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um. First security job.
Mm.
Oh.
Before I get into that, let me tell you a little bit of the details building up to it. So
Okay. I feel like I was around
I
for
had
this one.
already been trained. I was already ready to go. Like
Mm-hmm.
6 months ago, like I was ready to go. So the type of job that it was like more like an on-call type of gig. So you didn't know, really when you was gonna be working. They might
Okay.
call you the day of and be like, "Hey, can you come down there in the next hour?" I mean,
Right.
it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do, like I'm just gonna take whatever. You know what I mean? So they called me after being trained 6 months. Called me, was like, "Hey, so we have a show at the Civic Center,
Okay.
and we're looking for guards. Would you be interested in going? It's tonight at 6 o'clock."
Okay.
Now, when she said tonight at 6 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock my time.
Mm.
First shift. I've never worked with the company, so um, that's short notice. I'm
Right.
like,
Now,
forget it. I'm going.
mm,
Whatever.
now, now, how far are
So,
we going? How far is it from where you are
with
when you get the call? Like, how far away are you from the job when you get the
oh,
call?
about 15 minutes. I wasn't that far.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that far, but I was
Okay.
questioning whether I was really prepared as far as what they like for you to have on you
Yeah.
when you show up at the job. So I'm asking the lady all questions. I'm like, what type of show is it? Um, what do I need?
Right.
She's like, oh, just show up. I'm
Show up.
like,
You ain't need no flashlight, no blammer, no
have your
nothing.
guard
Yeah.
card.
Mm-mm.
Have your
Just
guard
show up.
card.
Yeah.
Bop, bop, bop. Boom. All right, cool. You sure? Yeah. All right, cool. Boom. I head over there around that time. I got there a little early, about 5:30, 5:45. Boom. Bunch of guards like in the hallway, right? So Down here in SD, like the Civic Center is
Right.
really big, nice place, nice performance place. It's built for shows, right?
Right.
So we in the lobby. I'm looking around. I don't know nobody. So I'm just like, oh, what's up, man? What's up? You know that what's up? Like, I don't know you, but what's up? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And you could tell the ones that's already been working because they look
Mhm.
so short. They had their jackets. They had like certain stuff that I'm like, we got that? Like, I didn't know nothing about none of this. Jackets and windbreakers, and I didn't know nothing about none of that.
That
Right.
alone make you feel out of place. I already know.
Right. So I
Okay.
started looking around. I noticed that. Then I started noticing everybody had like flashlights, notepads. One dude was writing in a notepad like already, and I'm like, dang. Like when I walked in, I was like, dang, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Did I like miss briefing already? So
Mhm.
I
Right.
asked the dude next to me. I was like, hey, did I miss something? Nah, nah, nah. We just waiting on the managers to come brief us. So right when he say that, manager comes up, briefs us. He's like, hey, blah blah blah. Anybody new here? So I raised my hand. He was like, do you have a flashlight and notepad? I was like, no, sir. I said, I asked about what I needed, and I was informed that I didn't need anything. So I got called last minute. I'm here. So
Yep.
he goes, that's not good enough, but okay. He goes, you a big guy, so I'm gonna put you on barricade.
Uh,
So I'm like, barricade. Like you hear the word and you know what it mean, right? But since I'm at the
Exactly.
job, I'm like barricade. Like,
Yeah.
dang, what's the job details for that?
Mm.
Like I don't know
Oh.
what to do. I don't know the protocols,
Mm.
right? So
right.
I go, to him after he brief us. I say, can you let me know the details for barricade?
What's the
He said, oh yeah, you
expectations?
knew, huh? He said, yeah, just don't let nobody on the stage. And I was like, okay, so what am I supposed to do if somebody comes towards the stage?
Yeah.
He
Be the
said, don't let
barricade.
them grab
You're
him.
the bar. Yep.
And he's
You're the
doing his
barricade.
eyes like that. Grab him like I was asking stupid questions. He's like, grab him. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop asking him questions because I see how this
Uh,
is gonna go already.
exactly.
I already don't have what I'm supposed to have, whatever.
Mhm.
So
Hit you with
mind
the
you,
halt. Who goes there?
He
I
hit you with
don't
the
know
God
what show
dang
this
it,
is.
boy. Why don't you grab him and hold him?
So when I asked her, what show it was. She didn't know. So I got there
Okay.
and I didn't ask them when it was briefing. I just was like, hold on, like what show is this? Like who's performing? And the manager goes, man, you asked a lot of questions. He was like, it's New Edition. I said, New Edition? He's like, yeah, New Edition
Oh,
concert. I said,
I know you was like, damn, I'm supposed to have a
like, I'm
vest, a
about to be
gun.
super distracted. I know, I already know. So he tells me where to stand. He gives me, he didn't really give me instructions. He said, once again, somebody call up here, somebody get up here, you grab them. I'm close by. We'll see you. Bye, bye, bye. We'll move in.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're gonna be handsy with a bunch of middle-aged women trying to get close to Bobby Brown.
Right. So he
and,
goes,
and you
the
already know New
manager,
Edition fans are fanatics.
yeah, and the manager
Woo.
comes, like New Edition's manager goes, "Hey, how's it going, man? Who's in charge here?" He just comes in our circle and goes, "Who's in charge?" And the manager goes, "I'm the manager." He's like, "Okay, so let me brief everybody. Everybody huddle in." So New Edition, this is what we do. Johnny Gill is gonna do my. All you guys know my. I'm like, I
Yeah,
do.
of
A
course.
couple of people raised their hand, and he was like, "Okay, so when Johnny Gill does my, he's gonna come off the stage and he's going to go into the audience. He's going to start with the middle of the audience, go to the left, and then go to the right. So he's walking and telling us like he's going to go here, touch hands. We want you guys present. We don't want anybody grabbing them or anything like that. Anybody using excess force, then we need to remove them from the
Yeah,
venue.
yeah.
So mine, I'm like, I don't know how to remove nobody. Like what? Like this is okay. All right, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Get it.
Right.
God
So
dang
they
it,
said,
boy. Grab him
so
and
they
hold
so
him.
they said start. They said start. They started with Candy Girl.
Grab him and hold
I'm I'm all the way distracted, Quinn. I'm like this.
him.
The supervisor was like, hey man, focus. Supervisor comes up there, he's like, hey, focus, focus,
Right.
focus. The moment you look off like that is the moment somebody gonna fly right by you. He was
Uh-huh.
on me. He was on me tough.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm trying my best. I'm listening to Candy Girl. I'm like trying not to rock. Like I had to think like so I didn't rock. So I was sitting up there. So boom, it gets to Johnny Gill's My part,
Right.
right? So
Here
the
you go.
supervisor looks at us and he goes, I'm like, he's doing My. So I'm like, okay, he must mean this is the song.
Is this the
This
breakdown?
is when it's gonna
It's about
happen.
he about
Like
yeah.
here we go.
I don't have a radio, nothing, right? So he comes down off the. First of all, he jumped off the stage. He was supposed to go down the side ramp, right, and walk around. That way, we can, when he get to the side ramp, he'll meet us there, and then we'll walk with him.
So he pulled a
He
kamikaze.
jumped off the front, so I'm already looking forward. So I don't really see him because I'm focused on what's in front of me. So he jumps
Oh,
off,
he's feeling
and
himself.
I don't really see him. I'm like looking. I'm like, oh snap, he in the crowd. So I move close to him, and then his security comes down and was like, "Hey, move closer, move closer." He's telling us to move closer to Johnny Gill. He's
Right.
the security. He's security for him, but he's telling everybody move close, move close. So I move close. A girl just straight shoves me. Oh my God, Johnny Gill! Oh, she pushed me like literally out the way,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So
Little bitty old thing too.
she pushed me. So without training, I mean, y'all
Yeah.
told
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
hey,
she
I
was
can't
little
let nobody
bitty
put no
too.
hands on me.
Hey.
She
So she
was
pushed me. I grabbed her hands.
Johnny Gill,
Stop.
damn it.
I was like, stop. I said, stop, stop. And then his manager was like, do you want to be removed? Do you want to be removed from the show? Do you want to be removed? Johnny's still singing. Ma. He's moving around now. And I'm
Oh
still
my
dealing with this
God.
girl.
Yeah.
And so, boom, that goes smooth. He doesn't get attacked. And so we get to the end of the show, right? This is
Okay.
the thing that tripped me out. So there's a whole backstage, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, right after we're done, we gonna go home. They gonna do their thing, get in the car and take off. No,
Mm-hmm.
they like come with me backstage. So I go backstage. All the members is there. They're like, "Oh, what's
Johnny,
up,
Bobby,
man?
Ricky,
Bonnie,
Hey,
Bobby,
Johnny,
hey, good
Mike.
Ricky,
job.
Mike.
Hey, good job tonight." Ralph goes, "Good job tonight." You know what I mean? Bobby Brown was like, "I saw him bumping his head. I saw him bumping his head." I was like, "Oh man." I said, I was trying to keep my composure, right? He goes, "Nah, you didn't do a good job." Like I saw it. He
Straight
said, "Me and
called
my
you
boy
out.
cracking up." So
Called,
our task was to walk them to their car. So they leave out from the back stage, and there's a door around the side. I'm like, "Oh, this gonna be perfect. Ain't nobody gonna know they over here." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Man, we open the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole the concert, half the concert, had already made their way
Oh,
Yeah.
around the building
Yeah.
wait.
to the outside. And they like, "Oh, Bobby, Johnny."
No.
The girl that pushed me was like trying to get the security, like, "Oh, Johnny, Johnny." I look at
Oh,
the manager.
Johnny!
I said, "Hey, like, I said that's the same girl that pushed me, man." Like, he was like, "Put her down, put her down." She comes towards you, put her down.
Taking it down.
This is his manager telling us this though.
Fire!
Put her down, put her down. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, dang, we ain't really practice takedowns. They told us how to do it, but we ain't really practice it. So I'm just hoping she don't run and bum rush me.
Who is this security company?
So she doesn't get by, right? Because they built like a little barricade,
All right.
and she's
Okay.
just screaming, "Johnny, bop, 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 bop." Everybody gets in the van. They're ready to take off, right? People beating on the van or whatever. They was like, let them do that. Let them do that. Y'all move away because they're gonna drive.
Trying to fit it.
So, uh, so I go, wait, where's Bobby? I said, hey, Bobby back here? And they was like, nah, he should be in the van. I said, Bobby Brown back there. Bobby Brown comes around the corner, so Bobby
Oh,
Brown almost got left.
he's doing his own thing.
So
Wow.
soon
True
as he
Bobby
comes
Brown
around the
stuff.
corner,
Yeah.
the girl is like, get off of me. She breaks through. Bobby, Bobby, you remember me? I bet you at. She started naming these cities. She been
Oh,
following them from tour to tour, and he was like, "Oh
wow.
yeah, her name is Sarah, and this and that." It was wild, bro. It was wild. And he was like, "Man, good job
Wow.
tonight, man. Good job tonight." He was like, you know, He was like, I don't blame you for bumping a New Edition movie. Like he was like
He was
he
like
was
proud
like
of y'all as a
somebody.
fan.
Yeah, like he kept talking to me about it. It was cool, man. Like New Edition on my first shift. Didn't even know.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. You said this was about 10
Uh,
years ago, right? So
yes,
this is
Mm-hmm.
New Edition past their prime, past their heyday,
right.
but before the movie.
Before them, way before the movie.
Way before the movie. And you
Mm-hmm.
mean to tell me that they still had juice like that in these
Yeah.
streets?
They still
That
got
girl,
it like though they got it like that
that
now.
girl had strength, yo. Like I would have really had to like, and I didn't want to though, because I'm like I'm new. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to their manager. I'm like, you don't work for the company I work for. I mean, I get it, but
Right.
you don't have
Yep.
the last say so if I lose my job. Like that's what I'm thinking in
Yep.
my head.
Yep.
Can I can I
And
ask
like
you a
it
question?
was a good experience though. It was a good experience for a first job. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy that was giving me a hard time, he was like, "Hey, you finally made your rookie debut. You know what I'm saying? Next time you come out here, you got to be prepared. Flashlight, notepad, be ready to work. You know what I'm saying? Bring an
Yep.
earpiece. You know that's why you didn't have no radio
All
because you ain't
that.
got no earpiece." Like I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
he's talking to me. He was talking to me crazy
Where you get all this
because you ain't
stuff
had no
from?
earpiece. Such and such. I'm like,
Where
He
you
was
get all
just
this
ta-
uh,
stuff
he,
from?
he was just riding you because you were new.
from the well, you could get it from the job, but I didn't know this. You know, like
Oh.
I got
He's
hired,
he's he's
but
brand new
it
basically at
took
this
me a
point.
while to get an actual shift. So the whole time, like I'm doing all the trainings, the handcuff training, alcohol manage, like I'm going through the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Right.
No one told me about no notepad, no flashlight,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I didn't really know what I was supposed to have.
What you was
Now, most people assume that, right? Bring a
yeah.
flashlight, bring a notepad or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, let me just get down there and be on time.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I was focusing on.
Especially on short notice like that. Like, come on, man. But
Yeah, it
it wasn't
was
fair. It wasn't fair for her to
because like
set
I
you up
wasn't
like that.
expecting a call. I'm already
Right.
doing
Yeah.
something else. So I'm like changing my whole mind state. Like, you know what? I'm gonna
Yep.
go. I'm gonna go work.
Yep.
Crazy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now
New edition.
that's dope. See, at least your story is music related. So now
Yeah.
I gotta pivot from off of my ignorance. Gotta and see if I can give you guys some soulful stories.
Shout
So
out to the chat.
shout out to the
I
chat.
see.
So we got some people in here tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they see you
We
on
could talk
YouTube.
about.
Hmm.
Let's talk about.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk
I
about you
knew that was
and
coming.
me. Let's talk
I
about
knew it.
all
All
the
the
good
good.
things in the best.
Um, what we was that?
And you
When
did
Song?
nothing to stop it.
now me and you,
Is
Key.
that a good song?
That was. I want to. I feel like that was Salt and Pepper.
It was.
Yeah, but was it a song?
Was it a song?
Was it a good song?
Of course it was for
Uh,
the time. Don't do that, man.
Don't
Don't
do
do
that
that.
to me. Don't do
Don't
that
I'm
to
throw
making
me.
you
shade
think
at
about it.
I'm
Think
don't
about it
picky.
for
throw
a
no
second.
shade at salt and pepper, damn it. Don't do
I ain't
that.
throwing no shade. Salt and Pepper Legend, but
Push it.
you know,
Push it real good. Anyway, so listen.
maybe it sounds different. It sounds different in 2022.
Talk about sex,
Hey,
babe.
a lot of shit sound different in
But you know
2022.
what? If you want to talk about that, if you trying to have that conversation, I would rather have a song that says "Let's talk about sex, baby,"
Yeah,
than to eating booty like grocery. Look, bro,
exactly.
don't do that to me. You know I'm
Exactly.
Oh,
picky. Don't you know I'm
oh,
picky about lyrics and funny
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I actually saw an article that was talking about, and I'm gonna get on this and get off this. Y'all, I
It's
got you.
all good, man. Take your time, man.
It's
We
talking about
vibing.
how corporate America has made it to like for black women to exploit it
Yeah.
and make it look like they're happy about it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And
Well,
as a man, as a young man, I look at some of those things, um, and music nowadays as it's on a whole nother level. I feel like people push the envelope. The longer we go, the more the envelope get pushed until we out here just whatever. And so I say that, and I'm gonna get off that.
mhm.
Uh, Boom, set that right. Move on to some stories because I ain't trying to start a whole nother conversation.
It's all good, man.
Um, so our what one of our first big shows that we did at the House of Blues. Me and you, Key. Me and you.
Okay.
We
Okay.
I don't you Timbo, were you in San Diego at the time? I don't think
No,
Timbo
I
was
was not
there.
at the time. I had just left.
Okay, Timbo
Yeah.
just
I
left
had
Then
just
there.
I was.
left
So
before that happened.
I was living in San Diego. I wasn't in LA yet. Me and
Yep.
Key, we actually were doing some back work for this reggae group named Stranger. You remember that?
Oh, man.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We was going
Yeah.
all the way out to Chula Vista to do rehearsals with the band. And
What was what was their name again?
name of the group is a reggae. It's a reggae group, like a South Bay, like Mexican reggae band named Stranger.
Super
Yeah,
dope.
super dope. And they was
Stranger.
big. Now check this out.
I hope that
We
wasn't a reference to Dave Chappelle.
nah.
Nah, they on
Nah.
some. Nah, they on some.
Okay, because that's the first thing
Nah,
I thought about. Stranger. That's weird.
They're dope though. So we got plugged because of the homie the
this was an EP release. It was an
EP
album
release.
release.
Okay.
Shout out to AK.
Yeah, my brother AK. What up?
Keys homie, super fantastic producer, engineer, musician, AK, reached out. He was trying to get some background singers to back up the reggae group Stranger. So we go down to South Bay, we're doing the rehearsals, you know what I mean? Got a chance to build with the guys, but I know for me, I ain't have no idea what I was getting into. I just know, I can sing. We're gonna go in here. I'm with the homie. We gonna do some background work.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. I get it.
The night of the show is at the House of Blues. Now I knew things was different when we got there and we had to go backstage. Now you go backstage, you know the level of the artistry when you know when you see what kind of writer, when the venue gives you certain stuff to actually be there.
Yeah,
Like, you know how they say the artists have like only green M&Ms and all that foolishness.
yeah.
Now, now they wasn't bougie like that, but they had a platter. They had a whole buffet back there.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
a
Okay.
whole buffet backstage.
That whole
Their
spread.
own, yeah, they had their own alcohol back there. You know what I'm saying? Like they had like little things going on, and we like, oh, this is real cool. Like, it's still not hitting me that these dudes was, you know, that we was on a different level doing stuff with them. Wow. We get on stage. Fast forward of conversations. We get on stage, right? The partition or the talking to him like, yeah, we about to get up here and sing some like a cover of some Bob Marley and the Wailers stuff,
Yeah.
right? And we getting ready, and then when the curtain goes up, it's like we look at the crowd. The whole House of Blues bottom floor was packed. The balcony was packed.
Yo,
Never
Looking
seen nothing
like,
like it.
I never seen that there.
Yeah,
Not where
yo, I'm
like packed
on the
out. I
big
never seen it packed
stage.
out. But
yeah.
On,
strangers,
I'm
they
on
had it packed out.
stage, and I'm all
Wow.
out. I jumped out of character. We're supposed to be like, ready to work, like on some professional background singing stuff. I must have looked at Key. I'm like, who is these niggas? I could wrap my brain like, what's going on, right? And that was the first impression.
Yeah,
Now we know the songs. We know the song at the set list. We ready. We professionals, right? I
yeah.
was not prepared for the whole House of Blues to sing these songs word for word with us like they was covers.
Wow.
It's original material.
It's
This is
like, and you didn't even have to really sing it. The crowd was
Yeah,
singing the song.
My man Dave put the mic out and was like
yeah,
for the crowd to sing.
Oh
And me and
man,
Quinn looked at each
yeah.
other again and was
It was
like,
like
that mean
we wasn't
that mean
informed at all.
they were
son,
putting in that work then early. Then
it
they were putting in that
was
work.
so we singing like, and the crowd is like singing their words, and I think we got a CD either after the show or before the show, just to have one. You know what I'm saying? And I think at that time we knew the songs were brand new songs or this was a new album.
Yeah.
But I could not. for the life of me understand how these people knew all the songs. Like I felt like they knew the songs better than us, and we was rehearsing with the band.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
You know what I
right,
mean?
bro.
You felt like
Like
you were late to the party for real.
it was hard to explain that energy. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. It was super
yeah,
dope. Super good experience. I think my man Raymond was in the building. We invited some of the homies out to kind of see what was going on
yeah.
because this was not your typical R&B scene. This was like on some
Oh,
reggae stuff,
yeah. Wow.
you
Man, I wish
know?
I could have been there
And
for that.
it was like one of my first. Yeah, man, you left. You was where you was at? I think you went to Texas. You was
he had
I
gone?
went.
just left.
I went back home to Texas for a little bit.
Yeah, you was in Texas at the time.
This
You
was
know,
Yeah,
like this was this was what? When was that? 2012?
2000, 2013,
2013.
2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Right.
I left like right after Christmas.
Shout out to
Right,
Dave.
top of the year.
Shout out to AK. Shout out to Band Strangers. I'm just bringing that up
Oh,
because
you know what else tripped me out?
let's talk about it. Because you was
That
there.
show, right? You know what else tripped me out
What's
What?
that?
was if you remember, AK was playing like 3 or 4 different keyboards,
Oh,
right? But he was singing background too.
AK
So
was
it was like
Prince.
so he had his left hand on one keyboard, right hand on the other, and singing background and switching patches and directing the band. I don't know how dude, that was wild. He was turning around to us, giving us instructions.
He
Yeah, he
went
was
into
up there
alien
singing
mode.
notes. That dude was an octopus. I swear
Yeah.
to God, he grew
That
8
mean,
hands.
see, that's how you
Yeah,
know.
cause
That's how you
like
know people that
stuff
know
he
their stuff.
because we went over in a rehearsal, right? But when he got
Right.
up there, he was doing stuff like me, da, 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 and went back to actually singing, going away from the mic, giving us the note, and then
Uh-huh.
coming back, but still playing. It was wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
Super dope experience. Shout out to the
Hey,
stranger. Shout out
hey,
to everybody, man.
AK dope though. I don't
That,
deny he did that. I don't.
Yeah.
that dude is an alien, man. He's
Yeah,
Right.
not
he
from
is.
planet Earth.
Shout out
No,
to
he's
Richard.
not.
I see Richard. I see you in the chat, Richard. He said, "Wow." That's
Yeah,
how we
shout out,
felt.
shout out,
Yeah. Bow.
That's how we felt.
shout out. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Richard, why don't you call in, man? Shoot, you already said wow. Call
Yeah,
in.
use that.
There's
Yeah,
the
man.
number. Use it. What are you waiting for?
Richard, a good brother. He did some security work for some of the shows that
Yeah,
we was putting on in the city. You know what I mean? I see Peace Move in the building.
Solidarity, brother.
I see Peace Move in the building.
Solidarity.
What's popping? Welcome to the vibe.
Solidarity, brother.
You
I
know?
see you over there.
Um, but yeah, dog, that was such a crazy thing. I said when we get to that level, I wanna do the whole have the in the back, with the quoted M&Ms and my favorite liquor and all that stuff. If you look,
Just,
that'll make somebody who
just,
not an artist want to be an artist. Just seeing the
yeah,
create.
just to say you did it. Just to be able
Right.
to say, yeah, I did that too.
crazy.
Yeah,
That
man.
was
I
crazy.
feel you.
Heck
That was
yeah.
crazy.
That's what's up, though.
Like most people kind of prep you. We're
Yeah.
gonna be back in the green room. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have that.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I always
None of that. Sound check is at this time.
on some artist stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all we
I'll
do.
say this. You know the level. You know how big an artist is, or how they treat the artist from how they do the sound check. If they be
Facts.
like, if they say we don't need no sound check, y'all just get up there and go. Turn around, and run the other way. That's
Yep.
not nothing you need to do.
Yep.
I've never heard of a line check. A sound man said we're gonna do a line check.
Right. PJ
I
said, "What we
said,
talking
okay.
about right now? We talking about stories, bro. This is our story of story night. We just talking about some throwback stuff, good stuff, just conversating. If you want to
Yep.
chop in, I, I believe the phone number is down there. You can call in, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just conversating. Last week we did our interview.
Holla, holla.
We got about 6 minutes, so we're gonna keep it real
Keep
subtle. If folks want to
Call
call
in.
in,
Number is 619-363-2330. Do your thing.
yeah, man.
Call in.
That
233.
was man. You brought me back talking about that.
Hell yeah,
That was wild.
man.
That was one of my favorite
Those
We
were
moments,
was
the
though.
like,
times.
Big Quinn was like, we gonna start doing this from now on. We always be
Right.
talking like that. Like, we ain't did one since.
Those,
Right.
those were the times we all lived for.
Right.
Man,
Pre-pandemic, yeah, it was a different world, man. But that was a dope experience. Opening up and seeing
Yeah, yeah, man.
how it can be.
Yep. Back when we were
Yeah, because
still
we was
free.
there to see that band. Like I was there. We saw all the other bands. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's
Amazing.
crazy though, man. To see a whole House of Blues San Diego packed out.
Top
That's
floor,
crazy.
the floor, and it ain't much the pack part. It was the fact that they knew the music.
Yeah,
They knew the
yeah,
new music. The whole crowd
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I
tripping.
know
I
that
was
was
tripping.
mind blowing considering they what they like as much as they could pack that bad boy out, they still wasn't like mainstream famous or none of that.
They
Right.
yeah they was
But they
used
could
to it.
still do
You know they
that.
yeah
Right.
Yeah,
And I wasn't
organic.
tapped
yeah because
in.
down there, man, they do a lot of festivals. They do
Okay.
Yeah,
festivals, and they like
yeah,
they be in it.
yeah.
You know,
And that's
so
the crazy thing about the music scene in general in San Diego. Like a lot of their best stuff, they like to keep hidden somewhere.
Right.
it's yeah.
You know what I
I mean,
mean?
a lot of that goes on in the South Bay. You know what I mean? And like for us, like with the R&B, like we didn't really have much down in the South Bay. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
venue wise, you know.
Yeah.
Um, I did a few festivals, like reggae festivals. I mixed some
Okay.
R&B in there,
Yeah.
but that's a whole nother story for another time.
I mean, it
Exactly.
But
makes sense though, because reggae. I feel like reggae is one of them things that R&B complements.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
definitely
mean? The
for
best reggae
sure.
songs, if you slowed them down and took the tunt, 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 if you took that out,
Mhm,
it's an R&B
mhm.
song.
Exactly.
right,
No
right,
letting go, no holding back.
Yep.
That's an R&B song
Yeah. Is it?
on a reggae swing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Most of the songs.
yeah,
Oh yeah. You
yeah,
bringing
for
back
sure.
memories now, bro. Oh my
Look,
god.
I'm talking my
Yeah,
age. I'm showing my age right there.
It's all
I don't know
good
nothing
though.
about that.
It's all good. It's all that good vibe, good music, man, for vibes and convo,
man,
buddy.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what's up.
we do have a few minutes left, right? I know we typically get in here and talk our talk and say our spiel, but if people don't know, Vibes and Convo is actually connected to an independent artist playlist. We have a playlist that was updated regularly. There's a lot of good music that you never heard of that you know it's crazy. So it's make sure y'all check out the Vibes and Convo playlist. It is in some of our links. You know what I mean? I see you. Matter of
What
fact,
up, D?
one of the DJ
What
D
up, D?
finest. I see you. What's good in the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Vibes and Combo. We every Wednesday we do this. Last week was our interview. Tonight we're doing stories. We want to make sure we keep on giving everybody good quality conversations. Don't be afraid. Jump in the chat. Jump in the use the number. You already
Jump
know.
in.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, man.
Jump in.
Every Wednesday, same time, 8 p.m. Pacific time, man.
Right.
We be here vibe,
10 o'clock if
vibe,
you're in
vibe.
10 o'clock if you're in Central,
Yeah.
and
Let,
11 if you're on the East Coast.
yeah, let's not disrespect Timbo and his Cleveland life.
It's
We
cool.
always do like everything on the west side. Timbo way in
I just
cold.
gotta
Everything.
clarify, man. Like I know people all across the country, so I just want to make sure everybody know what time it is to tune in, where
Yeah,
they at.
we
You know,
Yeah,
nationwide. That boy, he's would you say 7 degrees in Cleveland?
7. Hold on. Let's see. Get an update real quick. That was
Seven
about an hour ago.
degrees in the city.
that made me cold. I
No.
am telling you
Oh,
that.
now it's 6.
Oh my god.
Now it's
Ah,
6.
Man, that made me cold all
congratulations,
over again.
It's
you
two
win.
years older than my youngest boy.
I got on shorts
I'm,
and
I'm not with these. I'm not with these infant weather conditions.
nah, dog.
It's infant for real.
I I need a insulated fur.
Like like teenage is already bad. Teenage is already bad.
You know what it made me think of?
What?
What's that?
So you ever seen the movie Four Brothers?
That's what it be like.
All right.
That's
So
what it be like. That kind
in the
of.
movie
Yep.
Four Brothers, at the end, the bad guy was walking on that big old. It was Andre 3000 and
Hmm.
and my man Mordo from off of Doctor Strange. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just remember that's the same actor. My
Yeah.
man was walking on the ice river with a coat on, talking that gangster talk.
Yep.
And when you saying it's 7 degrees, I feel like you
Hmm.
actually live. I feel like you live where niggas go ice fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, right
That
here,
Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
right here in Lake Erie.
oh my god.
Yeah, when the
I
lake
don't even like the
freezes.
sound.
Yeah.
As soon as you
Well,
say ice, I'm
I'm right
about to
underneath.
get thick.
I'm right underneath the many Great Lakes. I live right next to one of the Great Lakes
That
here in
is
America.
Mm,
So yeah, typically, and Canada's close as well,
in
just on the other
Cleveland.
side of the lake. So I mean, yeah,
That's
Cleveland's
crazy.
like, yeah, Cleveland sits like in the middle of all that. So
I see why Bone
weather-wise,
yeah,
Thugs was like, Cleveland is where we come from, so run.
that's exactly, yeah, yeah,
It's too
definitely,
cold. Run away. That's cold as hell.
definitely, definitely.
right,
But it's definitely a unique place to live. Like Cleveland is really its own thing.
Right.
Like ain't
Oh,
no place like Cleveland.
we are at the hour mark. I know we got a couple spillover minutes. Let's make sure we wrap it up, y'all.
Yeah,
Shout out to the chat. It's your boy Kirk Quinn. Make sure you follow Vibes and Convo on YouTube. That's our home base. You know what I mean? But you can follow us on any of our pages. I want to say thank you
exactly,
everybody for tuning in. That's my piece. Y'all
exactly,
got it.
shout out
exactly.
to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the folks, man. Like, come back, come back next week.
Hmm.
Right back at it. Right
Oh,
back at it.
real quick. Also, my Instagram was hacked. Doggone. So follow me at sequel22 underscore.
Oh,
Sequel_underscore. If you're on Instagram, follow me. Sequel22 underscore.
follow me now
All
if you
right,
won't get
y'all.
on.
There you go. Mm.
We're gonna
That
see y'all
is.
next week for Vibes and Convo, y'all.
All
Yeah,
right,
Take it
y'all.
light.
Peace, 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 peace.